Actually, I was sitting in my living room in 2017, and I have 5 deer of my own on the wall. And I looked around and I said, wow, that's about $2,000. Wonder if I could do that. And I bought some videos and started doing it.
Look at this mannequin here. We'll put an eye in here. You can just see how far out of the eyelid sticks compared to the antler burr. So we're going to end up having to narrow this head out to make it fit. What we're going to end up doing, we're just going to cut this head off here, and then we're going to end up marking a little bit out here. We'll mark it up kind of a pie shape from the tip of the nose back. And we'll end up cutting this section out here in the middle, and then it'll squeeze in a little bit narrower. When we're cutting it here, we want to try to keep it pretty center. We want to cut pretty much through the center of the bottom as we cut through the center of the top. I mean, we could take it through a bandsaw or something like that, and you'd probably be a little more of a straight line, but I'm using the Sawzall here for this. Now we have that wedge out, and you can see just how much it's come in from taking that wedge out. We're going to use Gorilla Glue to bond this thing back together. I mean, I use Gorilla Glue a lot for these type of repairs. Yeah, this is just a pretty simple repair, but it's definitely a necessary alteration on some deer. A lot of the deer that I mount, they seem to have more of a slim head, so I do this on a few of them. This particular deer was a young kid's first buck. It's just a little 4-point, but he was pretty tickled with him. Once we get this head attached back on and the glue all set, we'll end up just rasping the form down just so that it meets up here with the head again. And you can see just how much closer that doing that brought it. Now I'll probably still drill these eyes out just a little bit, and then rasp some of the form around the eyes just to make it fit the way I want it to. Here's the completed deer, and you can just see how the outside of that antler burr and the outside of that eye is pretty well lined up here.
What was the first animal you taxidermied?
First animal I ever did was a coyote.
Coyote? How long did that take?
That took me about 3 days.
How many animals do you think you have done?
I'm probably approaching 700-800.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of animals.
Yeah, I've done 250 deer in the last 5 years.
That's amazing. What's the process of it, of taxidermy?
You start by skinning the animal out. You get all the meat off of it, the red meat, and you flesh it, get it as thin as you can. Then you salt it for 2 days. You take it out of the salt, rehydrate it, and then you pickle it for 3 days. After it comes out of the acid pickle, you shave it again to make it as thin as possible. Back in the pickle for a day, and then you put a tanning oil on it and you tan it. And then once it's tanned, it's preserved, and you can put it in the freezer until you're ready to use it.
How long does it take?
The skinning, fleshing, and tanning process takes about 2 weeks. Then when I actually take it out of the freezer and go to mount it, we're looking at 2 to 3 hours. So day-wise, it takes several months because I put them in the freezer and take them out when I'm ready to do them. Actual time-wise, it's probably about 6 days.
So, Mr. Secrist, what is your philosophy or approach to preserving the animals?
This is my retirement plan. I'm very close to retirement from the school system, and when I do finally get to retire, I wanted a hobby that I could do at my house with my wife, something that I enjoyed, that I can make some extra money to still have my boat and my motorcycle and all the fun stuff I like to do.
Do you work by yourself?
I do not. I have several apprentices that work with me, and my wife works with me.
Are there laws about animals that can be preserved?
There are. Every deer that comes into my shop has to be tagged in with the state of West Virginia DNR. Turkeys have to be tagged in. Beavers, otters all have tags. There's certain animals that I cannot accept, even though I have a migratory bird federal stamp. I can accept ducks. I cannot accept any birds of prey, any owls, hawks, eagles, any bird that hunts. I'm not allowed to have it. It's against federal law for anybody to possess those.
What are some mistakes that beginners make?
Everything. You have no idea what you're getting into. It's just you start, and the videos make it look real easy, but it's all a learned art. It's a practice, a trial and error thing. I'm still learning. Been doing it for 8 years, and I'm still learning every day.
How much money can you make? Does it depend on the animal?
The guys that I know that do it full time make 6 figures a year.
6 figures.
I can bring in about half that a year as part time.
What enjoyment do you get from this talent or service?
When I first started, I didn't realize how much I would enjoy it, but now it becomes a point to where it's therapeutic. I go into my shop, it's just me and the animal, and unlike the kids at Brooke High School, they don't talk back to me, they don't yell at me, they just lay there and let me do my job. So it's kind of a nice change going from the high school to going to my shop, where it's just me and the music and the critter.
Thank you.